the Western Ghats of India, a tapestry of vibrant green, woven with sparkling rivers and cascading waterfalls. Home to a staggering array of life, it is a jewel of biodiversity, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But this paradise harbors a hidden threat: landslides. These mountains, born of ancient volcanic activity, are sculpted by powerful forces of nature. Monsoon rains, a lifeline for the region, can also turn treacherous. Steep slopes, coupled with the relentless downpour, create a recipe for disaster. Understanding the delicate balance of this ecosystem is crucial. We must recognize the factors that can tip this balance, turning beauty into devastation in the blink of an eye. The very forces that make the Western Ghats so unique also make them vulnerable. The Western Ghats are characterized by their unique geology. The soil, formed over millennia from weathered volcanic rock, is often shallow and prone to erosion. This makes it more susceptible to landslides, especially during periods of intense rainfall. The monsoon season, while essential for the region's ecosystem, brings with it a deluge of water. The steep slopes of the Ghats, combined with the heavy rainfall, create a precarious situation. Water infiltrates the soil, saturating it and reducing its stability. This can trigger shallow landslides where the topsoil detaches and slides down the slope. These natural factors, deeply intertwined with the region's climate and geological history, make the Western Ghats naturally prone to landslides. Understanding these inherent risks is the first step towards mitigating the devastating impacts of these events. Landslides are a recurring threat in the Western Ghats. Statistics paint a grim picture. On average, the region experiences hundreds of landslides every year, particularly during the monsoon season. These events range in scale from minor slips to catastrophic events that reshape the landscape. One such devastating event occurred in July 2014 in the village of Malin, Maharashtra. Torrential rains triggered a massive landslide, burying the entire village under a sea of mud and debris. Over 150 people lost their lives in this tragedy, a stark reminder of the devastating power of nature. The human cost of these disasters is immense. Homes are lost, livelihoods destroyed, and communities shattered. The frequency and severity of landslides in the Western Ghats underscore the urgent need for a multi-pronged approach to address this challenge. The human hand in nature's fury. While natural factors play a significant role, human activities have exacerbated the landslide problem in the Western Ghats. Deforestation, driven by the demand for timber and agricultural land, has stripped the slopes of their natural protection. Trees act as anchors, their roots binding the soil and regulating water flow. Their removal leaves the soil vulnerable to erosion and landslides. Unplanned and often unsafe construction practices further compound the problem. Roads carved into steep slopes, often without adequate drainage systems, destabilize the land. Buildings constructed without considering the region's geological vulnerability add to the risk. These human-induced pressures, coupled with the region's inherent geological susceptibility, create a dangerous cocktail. It is a sobering reminder that our actions have consequences, and in this delicate ecosystem, the price of progress can be steep. Protecting paradise, our shared responsibility. Protecting the beauty and biodiversity of the Western Ghats requires a collective effort. We must acknowledge the delicate balance of this ecosystem and take steps to minimize human impact. Sustainable land management practices are crucial. Reforestation efforts, with a focus on native species, can help restore the protective cover on vulnerable slopes. Stricter regulations on construction are essential. Building codes must consider the region's landslide-prone terrain. Proper drainage systems and erosion control measures should be mandatory for any construction activity on slopes. Awareness is key. Educating communities about the risks of landslides and empowering them to adopt safe practices is crucial. Simple measures, such as identifying early warning signs of landslides, can save lives. The Western Ghats are a testament to the power and beauty of the natural world. It is our shared responsibility to protect this precious ecosystem for generations to come. By understanding the risks and taking proactive steps, we can mitigate the threat of landslides and ensure that the Western Ghats remain a vibrant tapestry of life.